I'm calling today to alert you about a bill in Congress sponsored by radical anti-gun Senator Elizabeth Warren. It's called the Ammo Act, and it seeks to set ridiculous limits on ammo purchases, with one set as low as 100 rounds per purchase. It would also require background checks for purchasing ammunition, and it would likely eliminate home delivery in most cases. Failure to comply with certain aspects of the law could result in fines of up to $250,000 and a prison term up to 5 years. We're doing everything we can to stop this bill so it never makes it to Biden's desk, because he will definitely sign it into law. And today, as an endowment member, I can offer you the opportunity to upgrade to a patron member. It's normally $1,500, but I can discount it today for only $300. As a thank you, you'll receive our hooded soft shell jacket. You can either pay in full now, or you can put down $100, then pay the balance in $25 monthly installments. This special offer is only available over the phone, and we don't know how much longer it will last. I would hate to see you miss out on such an incredible discount, so let's get you signed up today.
You know, the National Rifle Association has done a lot of great work at periods of time. There's also been a lot of times in our history, including recently, where they have collaborated with anti-gun forces, whether we're talking about bump stocks, whether we're talking about the Hughes Amendment, where we're talking about I can keep going on and on and on. I feel like if we're going to be stroking checks to support the Second Amendment, I would much rather be giving that money to Gun Owners of America, Firearms Policy Coalition, Second Amendment Foundation, National Association for Gun Rights, among a list of others, because they're actually all out there on the front lines filing lawsuits and getting victories, moving the needle. Can you name something that the NRA is actually tangibly leading on right now?
I beg your pardon?
Can you name something that the National Rifle Association is actually leading on? What are they doing to actually move the needle? Not say that they're moving the needle, but what can you point to show that they have actually successfully moved the needle?
You can go to our website, sir, which is NRA.org.
Look, I've seen your website. I somewhat follow the Second Amendment and Second Amendment news and issues. Is there anything that you can help me out on specifically to point me towards about what the NRA has done, especially when weighing a donation against all these other worthy groups?
As I said, sir, you could go to the NRA.org, and they have all the information that's on there.
Right, and I'm telling you, in a friendly, respectful way, that I'm reasonably conversant in Second Amendment news, topics, what's going on, and it's difficult for me to point to something that the NRA has been doing compared to all these other organizations I already named. And I feel like if I'm going to be stroking a check somewhere, I would much rather be giving it to one of these other groups.
Well, sir, as I said, there's things that they have done, and you can go to the website.
Okay. All right. Well, I appreciate your time, and I wish you have a good day, okay?
And you as well.
Thanks. Bye. I get that call, I don't know, periodically, once every handful of weeks or months. That was not scripted. That happened while we're in the studio right now shooting another video, and got the fundraising call from the NRA, and they all go just like that. I want to be very clear. I'm pro NRA. NRA has done a lot of fantastic things. Right now, they need to get their house in order. I think that's a charitable understatement. And they also need to actually be updating themselves with the times. the way that people are contributing to the forward progress of the Second Amendment isn't by getting a soft shell hoodie. It's about going out there and winning lawsuits and kicking the anti-gunners in the teeth. If you're serious about doing that, if you're tuned into these sorts of topics, which you probably are if you're watching videos like mine, then become a member of Gun Owners of America. Become a member of Firearms Policy Coalition. Become a member of the Second Amendment Foundation, of the National Association for Gun Rights, and other worthy groups who are out there on the front lines leading the charge to protect you, to protect me, to protect all of us. Those are the groups who are the boots on the ground. They're not sweeping in at the end of the day and filing some sort of amicus brief after FPC, GOA, or one of these other groups did all the lifting to get the ball to the end line. It's like that children's book that's about the red hen who starts with some seeds of wheat and ends up with bread. And for those of you who don't know, it goes something like this. I'm going to go plant these seeds of wheat. Won't anybody help me? Nobody stands up. I'm going to tend them, water them, weed them. Won't anybody help me? Nobody stands up. It's time to harvest. Won't anybody help me? Nobody stands up. I'm now going to mill that. I'm going to turn it into flour. Won't anybody help me? Nobody stands up. Now I'm going to bake it. Nobody stands up. Until you're at the very end, and all of a sudden, a group like the NRA or some other groups will come in and file these amicus briefs, which is code for they're going to stand at the finish line and pose with the trophy winner, pose with the groups that are getting these victories, and then go out and message to all their funders, hey, look what we did. We were part of this. Give us more money. That's what's going on out there. And I see it far too often. Give to the groups that move the needle. Thanks for joining us on this video. Again, I'm hoping that it's a pro-NRA video. How do you think this is going to go down? Will the NRA be able to rally? Will they ever get up to the level that we hope them to be at? Or are they going to continue to be kind of checkered on some Second Amendment topics while still on the whole pro-Second Amendment? What do you see? Make your prediction. Lock it in below in the comment field in the discussion. I look forward to checking those out. Be sure to hit that like button if you've not already done so. Now back to the video. Because the NRA has such a position within American culture and society that if they got their act together and if they got a wonderful president who has their head in the game about what they could be doing right now to move the needle, leveraging their membership base, leveraging their position, leveraging all that kind of stuff, they could be a tremendous force for good. And I'm cheering for that. I genuinely want to see that happen because we will all be better for it if it does. I also want to be very clear that I'm not picking on the paid person or the volunteer, whoever this person was that was staffing the phone, who happened to be giving me a call. They're reading from a script. I understand that. I am not trying to direct any wrath or scorn or criticism at this woman. It's 0% about that. Please don't make this about that. This is about sending a message to the NRA of accountability and, most importantly, of hope of what I hope they can become, because we need them back in the game. This is another installment of our user supplied through the comment section below quotes of the day. If you want to participate, be sure to submit your quote below. Be sure to include the attribution, and hopefully, maybe, you will see not only your quote, but also a shout out to your screen name. This one today comes from Araclast, or Araclast, Araclast, who is citing C.S. Lewis when he writes, quotes, "Of all tyrannies, a tyranny sincerely exercised for the good of its victims may be the most oppressive." That's a great one, a classic, and I appreciate you submitting it. We appreciate you sticking around to the end. I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for sticking around to the end of the video. If you enjoyed this one, please feel free to check out some of our other great content, and we'll see you in the next one.